evolve. You understand? You brothers cannot be on the street cursing the white man out all the time. And you got crackheads, you got our people suffering from all type of sickness, and you cursing the white man out. You know what I mean? We don't want to see that in none of the camps, man. And any one of you camp leaders, you all out there and you all got men talking reckless, we gonna shut the whole camp down. I'm telling you all straight.
That's right.
Let you all know, listen, you all can't go to camp no more. You all ain't built for this. Because if you all go out there and you all cursing Esau out, you understand? And you all seeing Israel and you all ain't teaching Israel, and you all talking hate, oh, we hate the white man and this and them things come out of your mouth and we see them videos or hear about it, we shutting the camp down.
Plain and simple.
We letting you all know straight up, plain and simple, because that's not the image that we pushing. We here to teach our people repentance.
That's right.
We here to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why we went out on the street. That's why we on the street teaching.
I got a story. The brothers in Atlanta, it's funny. It's a funny story. They know it, but it's funny. They were one of the first ones to get a syndicated radio show in Atlanta. So I spoke with a couple of them, and they said, well, what should we go over? I said, listen, this is big. I said, make sure your focus is Israel. Don't deal with white folks. Don't get on them, just deal with Israel. They went good for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Then the 5th week, one of them got an itch and said, I got to curse out the white man. All kind of devil bombs was dropping, all kind of death scriptures. Esau called the radio station and said, pull the plug on them niggas. Boom! Show was over. So then I said, brothers, was it worth it? Now the Israelites that wanted to hear and learn, they can't hear and learn no more. Because you got a carrot stuck up somewhere and you want to get on it, the white man.
Right.
So we got to focus.
Right.
What's more important? That's the point.
Shalom, all praise, honor, and glories to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Also want to say peace, salutations to you fellow laborers out there pushing out this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. Yeah, so what you just saw was a clip of the IUIC and the heresies that they pushing out. And just when you think these false prophets, not just IUIC, all right, all these guys that come with a doctrine besides Yahweh Shai, all right, just when you think it's reached this pinnacle, these guys wax worse and worse, just like the scriptures prophesied. Here it is, you got these guys totally coming up against what the scriptures say about telling their congregation not to speak out against the so-called white man, which that's the very essence of the Bible, which proves these guys hate the Bible, which in terms mean they hate Yahweh Shai, pursuing the Psalm, the 40th chapter in the 7th verse, where Yahweh Shai say he come in the volume of the book. And it further proves that these are the same spirits reincarnated, those wicked Pharisees who came up against Yahweh Shai 2,000 years ago. All right? And for you to tell your men not to condemn the so-called white man, well, that means you got to hold back on scriptures, all right? That means Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 10th verse, all right, you can't bring that out. What the scriptures tell you, he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He who killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, all right? So that means you got to hold that back, which is a violation of the scriptures, man, all right? Now this is Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Yeah, and that sword represents the scriptures, all right? So you teaching your men to hold back the sword, because by you telling these men not to bring out, you know, condemnation on the so-called white man, which it proves that these guys is paid off, all right? They have made a covenant with death, you know? So IUIC is cursed, man, which in reality, we don't care about your congregation, man. Fuck you niggas, all right? Excuse my language. If you continue to follow this demon Nate, then that's on you, all right? Because we, you know, I know me myself speaking on my own behalf, you know, I felt like it could be maybe the elect scattered amongst those guys. But, you know, hey, this should have been the straw that broke the camel's back, because if you're a part of the elect, you would have been questioning this guy from the jump, all right? So if you still following this guy after those statements you saw him made in that him making that clip, then that means, hey, you are destined to be destroyed, all right? The Heavenly Father set you up to be destroyed. Like the scriptures say, the blind leading the blind, they should both fall in the pit, all right? And that pit is right here in America, man, all right? Scripture also say we are to follow the Most High rather than man, you know? So if you guys still following Nate after that, the Most High put you in a quagmire, man, because Nate was set up to deceive many, man. That's his job, all right? Now this is the book of Isaiah chapter 34 and starting at verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. All right, so this the scriptures, all right, this the Heavenly Father himself telling all the nations to come here and near. Come near and hear, all right? And Esau is a part of those nations. So what, we are only to speak out against Elam and Ishmael and Ham, all right, and Moab and Ammon, and just leave Edom alone? No, the Lord said, come ye all you nations and hear, man. Verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Yeah, so the Lord said all nations, man. All right, his fury is upon all nations. That don't mean exclude Esau out. All right, but that show what type of demon this devil Nate is, man. All right, Esau is in power right now, and that's who he working for. So he fear Esau more than the Most High. All right, that dude is a complete demon, man. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Yeah, and who are the gates of the nobles? The top tier Edomites, all right? These bankers and the shadow government, those who pulling the strings, the ones who have rulership of the earth. So the Lord said, lift up a banner on the high mountain, which is America, which you see us going out and doing, all right? And he said, exalt the voice and shake the hand that they may go into the nobles. So how are they going to go into the nobles if you commanding your men not to speak out against them, man? All right? This guy's a demon, man. And the Most High is going to break up that IUIC thing. And the more you think about it, all right, the Lord might just wait all the way to the end and just burn them niggas with nuclear fire because, like I said, the Lord set up IUIC as an avenue for all the undesirables, man. Because if you a demon or a zombie, all right, you that zombified where you could follow this guy, you deserve to be destroyed. And when the Apostle Tahar went into that whole zombie topic, that was a intelligent assessment, man. All right, the Apostle Tahar didn't deem the congregation of IUIC zombies being funny. That was a straight up assessment, you know. He went all into the word, and it actually fit you people, man. So if you following this guy after that proclamation he made, then the hell with you, death to you, man. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Till the next time I say shalom.